It's your girl, Queen Heavens, once again. Okay, did not move because I'm gonna be telling you how I pushed my relationship from friend to girlfriend to marriage. Guess what? Hey. Click on that button. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to tap the bell so that you can be getting more of these stories. Now I'm gonna be telling you how I did it. Guess what I did? First of all, these are my secrets. So if you really want to listen, get a book and a pen and start noting, because I'm gonna give you my secrets, my juju, my miracles, my everything, my secrets that I don't normally tell people. These are secrets I keep for myself. These are things I never tell people. But you are lucky today. You are watching this video and I'm gonna just be telling you what I did. And baby girl, can you just listen? Can you just get a pen and sit, get a cup of water and listen to these points, because there are quite a lot of them. But you have to listen up to the very, very last points so you can get all these tricks, and boom, your relationship's going to grow. Okay, I'm very excited to tell you my secrets today, but subscribe on my YouTube channel first so we can be good friends. And if you like this video, please tap that thumbs up so that we can go on and on and on and on. My first point, what I did first was to be myself. Now that is so simple, like everybody thinks, but it is a very big point, by the way. Be yourself. Be yourself, like be you, be real. Let me tell you a secret that most of you don't know. Now this one I'm going to just whisper it. People don't know that when you get a boyfriend, when a guy meets you for the very first time, he gets something in his head. The question marks that he has, once he taps you or gets closer to you or spends some time with you and he doesn't see that, baby, the deal is closed. The deal is damn closed, and don't expect him to ever stay. He's not gonna stay, because of course what he expected is not what he is getting. So what if you just be you? What if you just be real? Stay to your principles. Just keep your principles. Stay with your self-behavior, your self-character. Do not be someone else. Do not try to make, Beyonce style, Rihanna, trying to be different. No, please. Now that's what slay queens do. I hear they call them slay queens. I ain't a slay queen. I'm not in that group, but don't just be someone else. Don't copy what other people do. Stay with your standard. Be real to yourself. Whatever you are, whatever you represent outside the body should be exactly what comes out of you, what comes out of your head and your heart. Don't make the outside look very pretty. You're this sexy baby moving around the streets. Someone is looking at you and is like, oh, this babe looks like a goodie. When they get to you, you got no brain. I mean, your heart is fake. I mean, everything is fake. Do you expect this guy to stay with you? If you're dressing to kill the brain, the heart. Those three things must connect. You're not going to be dressed to kill, but your brain is fake. I mean, there's nothing that comes out of that freaking brain. This guy won't keep you. My dear sister, I'm telling you the truth. He'll be with you, get what he wants from you, and he will go. And then you'll be like, what does this guy want? I cooked for him. I washed his clothes. Baby, that's not what keeps a man. Nope. I was a friend first before I became a girlfriend. Then I became a wife. That's what I did. I was real. Before this guy met me, I was real. I told him the real truth about myself. When he met me, he met the real person he's been talking to. Because anyway, this is another secret. I met my boyfriend online. We used to talk, the conversations we used to make, and the stories we used to talk about, everything we used to talk about was real. And when he met me, he actually met the exact person he's been talking to all this while. And that motivated him to continue and say, okay, I think this girl is good. So we became girlfriend and boyfriend. Later on, God, God, this was so interesting. Now I'm gonna give you something else that I did. I never got tired of being me. Never get tired of being you. That is another secret. Don't get tired of being you. You know, these guys that we get, these boyfriends that we meet, they have a tendency of trying to make you someone else, of trying to do things that will make you think maybe he doesn't like my bums, maybe he doesn't like my figure, maybe my face is so dark, maybe he doesn't like it, maybe he doesn't like the way I speak. No, darling, stay to that person that he met before. Keep your standards, as simple as that. If you're this quarrelsome babe, be quarrelsome. If he loves you, he's gonna stay with that quarrelsome babe, and he's going to know that girlfriend of mine is quarrelsome. Don't never give up. Never give up on being you. Being you is the best perfect person that you are. That is how God created you, and you will never change. Don't forget your morals as a woman. Don't forget your responsibility as a woman. Don't forget where you came from. Now, some of you came from the village. You used to cook on firewood. You used to go fetch water from the borehole. But when you meet this guy, you'll be like, I eat chicken and chips, my friend. Don't you eat posho and beans? Now, this is so funny. But girlfriend, be calm, be you. Remember where you came from, how your mother grew you. Your mother did not bring you up to be that slay queen that you are. And you're not going to find a guy when you're slaying. You will find a fellow slayer, and you will both slay, and you will stay in a relationship, and it will never grow. You will never be a wife. You will just be a baby mama, and that is not nice, baby. That is not nice. Now listen to my other points that people don't want to know. Respect each other's values. Respect that guy's value. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This guy has his own values as a person, not your values, but his own values. Learn them and respect them. Learn those values. I learned my boyfriend's values. I knew this is what he wants. This is how far he wants to go. And these are his values. This is what he values most about himself, about his life, about each and everything. So I learned to respect those values of his. Okay, I'm telling you a story. My boyfriend has a baby. He had a baby. That wasn't my baby. I learned to respect the fact that this guy has a baby and he loves this baby of his. So I learned to respect that fact that he has a family and he loves his family. You know, I learned to respect the fact that he values his respect more than anything else. So learn people's values, learn that guy's values, and that thing is going to make this guy keep around you. Third, another point is, how do you address your point to this guy, and what do you talk about with him? It's very important to keep knowing what to say in a relationship. When you're a friend to this guy, learn what to say. Don't just be with this guy and every time you're calling him, you're asking for chips and chicken, you want a dress, you want your hair made, you want your nails made. My girlfriend, and you really want this guy to make you his wife, and that is how you're behaving? Baby girl, I never did any of that. I never actually asked this guy for money. When a guy loves you, he will provide for you even before you ask. Just behave the way you were before you met this person. He did not become your ATM. He's not your bank. Okay? So be who you are. If you were eating small fish before this guy met you, keep eating the small fish. Why do you want to change your diet? Because you met a new boyfriend who is coming from abroad, who is rich. Baby, this guy has the money and he's gonna dash it in your pocket. But remember, he's not gonna keep you. He's going to be like, okay, eat the money. He will make you a budget. He will just be like, okay, I'm gonna spend 5 million on this girl, get what I want from her. When I am done, next chapter. Is that what you want? You're looking for marriage. I mean, why do you pretend? I mean, why do you you know, stop it, baby. Stop. That is not necessary. Just keep the person you were before, and that is very important. And another thing is, I wasn't selfish. Don't be selfish. Don't think about only yourself. You know, now most girls think that I am a woman, I'm supposed to be provided for. baby girl, even these guys are boys and they want to be provided for, so try to provide for him. I bought my boyfriend things, okay, my husband, I'm used to saying that anyway. I bought him things before he bought them for me. You know what I mean? Before he ever bought me a gift, I bought him gifts. Before he ever did any parties for me, I did parties for him. Before he never took a step to show interest in me, I showed interest in him. Now that is another chapter. How do you show interest without saying a word? I'm going to tell you, you are going to watch my next video about how you just tap on that bell for notification so that you can be notified about that video, because it's going to come up next. So be ready to listen to how you show interest before this guy actually approaches you or before he tells you something. So I showed this guy interest before he did, and it's not a crime. It's not a crime. Sometimes if you're interested in someone, it's not a crime. And another thing, that I fell in love with him before he fell in love with me, and I just kept that love glowing. I never gave up. I never gave up on taking care of him. I never gave up on giving him gifts. I never gave up on being me. I never gave up on loving him even when he wasn't ready to love me back. So just don't give up. You might win. You never know. That is if you're not loving the wrong person. I am telling you, that is another chapter I'm going to make for you, how to know he's the right person. And then you cling on him, and then you make sure this guy just gets into your box and becomes your own. So that's what I did for my boyfriend, to just take me from a friend to girlfriend to now a married woman. Yeah, so just keep on being those things. And remember, even when this guy doesn't love you back, never stop telling him that you love him. Tell him, I love you, I admire this about you, you're so cute, you have nice lips, you have nice kids. I mean, these guys like these things. That pulls him even closer to you. It brings the vibe in him. It's like, okay. And guess what? He'll propose to you, darling. He'll propose to you. He'll propose to you. And then another thing that guys really don't like, and I never did that, I never tried to change this guy. I didn't change him from the personality that he is to another person, because I met him with his own character. Now what did I do? When I met him with his own character, I made sure I don't ever change his character. First of all, girls, take note of this. Don't change this guy's character when you just meet him. Stay in your lane, have your standards, but it doesn't mean that you should change this person. Every person changes themselves. If a person wants you, they will change by time. You will not start telling him, why don't you do this? Why don't you? He will get irritated and be like, okay, please, please, next. And then you just go off the line, and that's not good. You'll be embarrassed. So please, don't try to change this guy. Just leave him in his lane, and you stay in his lane. Now, true love is just actually learning, appreciating your partner's weaknesses and disabilities. Understanding that it's normal for someone to not know how to do something. Understanding this guy's background, that this guy, maybe he's coming from this kind of background. He couldn't be, that maybe there's some things that he doesn't know. Things that not everybody knows them. Things that all men know, not that every man knows them, So maybe he doesn't know. Try to be patient. Try to show him these signs that this is what I want. Talk about it once in a while, not forcing him like, you should do this for me. No, talk about it. Talk about your interests with this guy. And that's what I did. I always told him what I love to do, what I like a man to do for me. Like once in a while in stories, I could talk about a story and tell him, oh my God, it's a very good feeling if someone just did this for me. I love someone who does this for me. And slowly by slowly, because he was interested in me actually, he started doing them. But if I hadn't even brought up, given him a hint, how was he going to know? Is he an angel? So I kept on telling him things that I want to do, things that I love a person to do for me. Slowly by slowly, step by step, he started knowing my interests by me addressing them to him. You will find a man and then you'll be like, okay, this guy is very ugly, he doesn't do this, he's so bad, he's so mean, he's so blah, he's so blah. Baby, be patient. If you really want a man to make you a wife, you need to be patient. Need to be patient and concentrate. Do not start meandering around. Because first of all, what is going to break this relationship, number one, is for you to start looking around for another partner because you feel like this person is not perfect. That is a wrong step taken. Having two boyfriends in a relationship is a wrong step taken. I don't support any of you to ever do that. Concentrate on this relationship. The more you concentrate, the more energy, the more love, the more thoughts, and the more bonds that you make together. Take steps. Take steps like I did. Take steps. Don't stay in one position and wait for the guy to take a step. If you want him for you, take steps, baby. Take steps. What am I talking about? Step one, love him before he loves you. It's not a crime. Express your feelings and how you feel about him before he does. Now people are going to be like, look at this bitch. I'm telling you the truth. Just listen to me. Listen to me, okay? Listen to me. I'm telling you what I did. I'm giving you my secrets, my hints. Now someone's going to be like, oh my God, you're cheap. Okay, I'm cheap. Keep staying single. Keep staying single as I enjoy my relationship. I'm telling you the truth, baby. Take steps. Don't wait and be like, okay, I wait for him to think for me. Who is going to think for you, darling? He's thinking about money. Actually, man, when he finishes to get you or finishes to do that thing, okay, to sleep with you, like what I would say, he's going to think about money. You will come at the end of the day when he still wants that thing. So for you, how do you penetrate from being just a person for that thing and becoming a wife is by making sure you actually do what I've told you. Write them down, not each and everything. Put it in practice. Don't just cram and just leave it on the board. Put it in practice, darling, and you will tell me. Tap on the button, subscribe on my YouTube channel. My name is Queen Heavens. Follow me on Facebook for Heavens Relationship Guide, and you're gonna enjoy the love life.